I'm in Sydney, Australia with Chef Dan, and today for lunch, we're eating giant king crabs.
There you go. That's for you, mate. That is.
Just compare this to your face.
That's the greatest single bite of crab I've ever had in my life.
Good morning. Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's a beautiful morning in Sydney, Australia. And we are beginning here at the Sydney Fish Market. We're gonna meet up with Chef Dan Hong. We're gonna tour around the Sydney Fish Market. We're gonna see the fresh catch of the day. We're gonna get some gigantic crabs, 5 kilo. Then we'll go back to Chef Dan's restaurant, Mr. Wong, and he's gonna cook up Cantonese Chinese feast with a giant crab.
Oh, wow.
But it's great to be here in the morning. Chef Dan, great to meet you, man.
What's up, man?
Yes,
yeah, welcome,
thank you so
welcome
much
to
for
the fish markets. Welcome to Sydney.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, all the seafood that comes from Australia comes here.
Oh,
and it gets
this is
like
the
sold
main-
off. This is like
the
the
main
main
distribution
port.
of all
Exactly.
seafood.
Even if seafood's caught in Queensland, it's got to come here first, and it goes back to Queensland. I know it's weird, but it's
So
kind of
you're-
weird like that.
You get the best seafood
all the best seafood
in
comes
Australia.
here.
So just this morning, we had around 40,000 kilograms of seafood, about 100,000 pounds, and that would have comprised of about 80 or 90 different species to trade.
Wow.
And that is the number that makes us unique. So we're relatively small as an auction. At 50 tons a day, we're about 1/30th the size of Toyosu Fish Market in Tokyo, but we are the world's most diverse fish market in terms of species traded. Because we're a big fishery. Oh yeah, Australia has about 600 commercial marine species and about 5,000 other marine species in general. We've also got the world's third largest ocean territory. So 10% of the world's seafood actually belongs to this country. But we eat 1/6 to 1/8 the seafood that Tokyo Prefecture does. So we're one of the few nations with a massive oversupply of seafood compared to our domestic demand. So we can now trade the entire variety of species that we're already catching in Australia, and this is where it all happens.
We are on the auction floor now, and the action actually starts at maybe 4 a.m. and continues through the morning, but we're just at the end of it, and there's still some fish on the floor that we're gonna check out.
So this is the longliners section.
The longliner section, like big fish.
Big fish.
Okay. Yellowfin?
Yeah.
Yellowfin tuna?
So we've got two really great quality sashimi grade yellowfin tuna. Very different sizes. One's at 60 kilos and one's at 24.5. And they've both been judged individually on the quality of their flesh.
So where do a lot of the exports go?
Oh, straight to Tokyo.
You can see prawns are like one of Australia's national seafoods.
Oh,
like if you
yeah.
come to Sydney during like Christmas time, prawns are, I mean, people have ham and stuff like that in Turkey, but prawns are like a staple on
Mandatory.
the Christmas table because we have a Christmas in summer. Murray cod is like one of Australia's sort of national fish, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Besides like
Murray cod?
yeah.
Is it poisonous at all?
It's venomous, so the
Is it
spikes
venomous?
on it. Yeah,
Okay.
there's about 60 bee stings on the outside of his head.
Okay.
It's not going to kill you, but you will welt up a little bit. This is as big as school prawns
big
get.
school
That's
prawn.
a jumbo school prawn. A lot of people, this is the best tasting prawn in the country. Classic Australian prawn technique. It's a 3-part peel. Head, body, and then tail. And that is wobbly even though it's been cooked. You can see the juiciness still in it.
Let's taste it. Oh yeah. Sweet, a little bit of saltiness. Great texture, amazing. Now we're moving on to see the live seafood.
Not being biased, but Australia has some of the best live seafood
Oh yeah.
in the world.
So we've got all Dan's favorites.
Oh man.
Oh.
Snow crabs. Those are the white crabs. Oh, and these are the gigantic king crabs. Oh yeah.
These you can't get anywhere else around the world.
Man.
Same
Yeah.
with the snow crab.
Yeah,
They're
even that
unique as
specific type of snow
Yeah.
crab, the white one.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you get snow crabs in Japan and stuff, but it's not the same species.
Oh, that's huge.
That is huge.
well. Some abalone. So these are from South Australia, and they're our black lip abalone.
Oh, that's huge too. Everything's huge.
These are just medium.
Oh, okay.
We haven't
They're
got
not that
any-
big.
The big one's like 1 kilo. These ones are Sydney rocks. You only find them here. Pretty
Okay.
unique, very unique taste as well. And these are your Pacific oysters.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. The Sydney Rock oysters. Oh. Oh, the seawater flavor is.
And that real minerally taste.
It's a bigger oyster here. Oh man, meaty. Next
buddy.
oyster. Oh yeah,
It's more oceanic, you know what I mean?
melts in your mouth. Great flavor.
That one is the biggest
Oh, that's a giganormous king crab. Oh,
Daddy, right there is
oh wow. Here it is, the moment we've been waiting for. The giant king crab. Dude, that is huge.
Look at that.
Dan, that's the size of your
Yeah.
torso.
Mate, look at that claw. Look at this claw. Look, this is like
I've never seen a crab this big. Yeah, that claw.
hectic. This is not even that big. This
get
is like
bigger.
a medium
Medium.
size, right?
Medium
And
sized.
medium male. So it's 5.
Oh,
5 kilo.
This one's got a little claw untied, unfortunately. Came loose last night.
Wow. That claw is unbelievable.
that claw, exactly. It's all about this claw right here. But there's a lot of head cheese within the head.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm going to do a special dish with the head cheese as well.
Awesome. Okay, here we go. First time. Oh, man. All right, here we are, Dan and I, with these are absolutely enormous king crabs. It really is the king of all crabs.
I believe so.
And how thick is that shell? How easy is it? Because it feels like a tank in your hands. It's so
Very thick.
so
very thick.
strong.
I mean, look at it. I mean,
The claw is like the
this
size
claw,
of
this
my
claw
foot. Yeah. This is as good as it gets.
this is going to be lunch.
Yes, and this is gonna be lunch. We've got the giant Tasmanian king crab. We're gonna head back to Chef Dan's restaurant, Mr. Wong. It's so big, he's gonna cook it 3 ways. This is the spot, Mr. Wong. Absolutely love it. Down an alleyway in Sydney. Hello, good, thank you very much.
Welcome in.
Thank you. Wow.
It's a 2-level restaurant.
Mr. Wong.
Yeah. Seats about 250 people.
Wow.
We do about, 5,000-6,000 covers a week.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's
Wow,
pretty crazy. Yeah.
amazing, amazing. And mainly Cantonese food?
Yeah, this is my
Some
style
Vietnamese
of Cantonese.
food, your
food.
own
This is all Chinese.
interpretation?
Yeah, my
Okay.
own interpretation of Cantonese cooking.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've got the main kitchen over here, and then we've got the dim sum and pastry kitchen over here.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool. And you do all the roast meats too, right?
Yeah,
All
we're
roast
famous
meats?
for our roast duck.
Okay.
So we do about 80 ducks a day.
Wow.
Yeah, so our dim sum, our duck, and then live seafood as well. This is the big duck oven. You can see here
Oh, wow.
with all the ducks hanging.
That's where you roast the ducks in that. Oh, man. And I know one of the things Chef Dan specializes in is roast duck, the roast meats, 80 ducks a day. I love how everything is on display. Oh, it's dripping meat juices.
These ducks are for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are these ducks aging a little bit or?
Yeah, they're drying out.
Okay,
So basically
drying
it's
out.
a 3-day process. We have to brine them overnight,
All right.
blanch them, and this is that stage after they're blanched.
So another duck cabinet where they are drying out. And one of the things I love about Mr. Wong is how everything is open, everything is visible, everything is not only visible, but also like artistic as a decoration, as a living, edible decoration. When I came to Sydney, this was at the top of my list, Mr. Wong. This is the restaurant I most wanted to eat at, to just finally be here, to be hanging out with Chef Dan Hong, and to learn a little bit from him, and then to experience the amazing seafood. The plan is, Chef Dan said, we're gonna enjoy a little bit of dim sum, so we'll be eating some dim sum first. Then we're gonna work our way into the kitchen, we're gonna see some of the cooking, we're gonna move into seafood, and we're gonna try some other dishes. Oh, here comes the dim sum right now. Thank you very much.
Just a selection of some of our dim sum. It's only available at lunchtime, so
Okay.
I thought I'd send you some of our signature dim sum. So we've got obviously the prawn hakao. This is a scallop prawn and morel mushroom dumpling.
Wow.
This is a pork shumai, pork with a little bit of prawn.
Wow.
Xiaolongbao,
Nice.
and this is a wagyu puff.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
please enjoy.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna go in for one of these dumplings first. Look at that quality and precision. Oh wow. The shrimp, all that wrapper, so gummy, and yet it just kind of melts away in your mouth. The shrimp is so bouncy, so much of that condensed flavor. You just taste the quality of that dim sum. Oh, that's delicious. Maybe dip in this chili sauce. Oh wow. I'm going for the xiaolongbao next. I think they've cooled up. I think they've cooled off enough to be able to one bite it. Oh. Oh wow. That pork mixture just dissolves in your mouth. Oh, it melts.
So this is the king crab, that tui that we saw this morning.
Oh man, thank you. There it is. Oh, that's almost ridiculously big.
Man, this is very rare. I never, no one gets to eat these very often.
Man,
This
it's
is
a special
very special.
special occasion.
Yeah, very special occasion.
All right, cool. So Chef Dan's getting ready to break it down. That it just can't get over it. That's the biggest crab. Wow. Oh, that's all the tamale in there. That's literally arm-sized. That claw.
Alright, so just gonna take this head cheese here.
All right.
So I'm gonna use that. Okay, so that, I'm gonna save all of that.
Okay.
All the
Okay.
juices, this yellow stuff, we're gonna eat all of that.
Oh yeah.
This is all.
Wow. So what is those little like noodly like?
That is the head
Things.
cheese. That is,
Okay.
yeah, because this is a male crab, so it's not actually like raw.
Oh, okay. And the liquid, is it like a combination of seawater? Or?
Yeah, it's a combination of sea. I'm just going to keep everything, to be honest. It's going to be
Yeah, for
part
sure.
of the base
Amazing.
for. So these are obviously the gills. That's
Okay.
not really edible. Take that bit off. and the rest is all edible. So I'm just going to give it a spray. And crush it a little bit. Whoa,
That shell is so hard, huh?
it's really tough, yeah.
Really hard.
Yeah, that's good. Oh. So
joint-
hard. Oh, thank you. That should be easy.
Yeah.
Elbow.
Man,
I mean, look at that.
unbelievable, yeah.
Huge.
That's huge.
All right, I'm gonna crack it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can see it's full of meat. So it's just. So this is going to be one course, steamed.
Steamed, okay, the claws
so
and the
we want
joints.
to appreciate the natural flavour, the sweetness of this. So I'm going to steam this. This one I'm going to deep fry salt and pepper style with 3 different types of peppers.
Wow.
White pepper, black pepper, Sichuan peppercorn.
Oh,
So it's going to
man.
be salt and pepper.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this roe I'm going to cook in a noodle dish, Ifu noodles.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome.
And then also, Twee just gave us these
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
live Balmain bugs.
All right.
So I'm just going to add them to this dish.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
this is perfectly steamed as well. So I'm just going to.
Oh, man.
Got some nice roe as
Nice
well.
roe, yeah. Beautiful.
So actually, I'm going to put this on a separate one because this is going to take.
That
the
claw
longest.
takes up the whole pan.
Yeah, these are going to. Obviously, a lot of ginger.
Okay.
This is just.
That's just thinly sliced
Thinly
julienne
sliced ginger, yeah.
All right.
I like a lot. You
Yeah.
like a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Put some leeks here.
We're in the main part of the kitchen now. So much action and so many stations going on. As the claws and the head are steaming, Chef Dan's going to get prepared on those are mostly joints, I think,
Yeah, the
and
legs and the
legs. And you're going to deep fry those.
That's right. Shaoxing wine.
Okay.
Lightly. This is just a little bit of rice flour, potato starch, tapioca starch, a bit of a mixture.
Okay. Oh, this is the steamer over here. Okay.
The legs should be ready in about 30 seconds.
Okay. Moving back over to the steamer.
These are ready. Okay. Oh, that's ready. That is ready. All right.
Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, that smells incredible. What an absolute masterpiece. It's a sculpture, a crab sculpture. Chef Dan just finishes that off with some hot oil and with that soy dressing, which is, it just smells so good. That just bathes in that sauce.
So I've just got some white peppercorns and some black peppercorns.
Okay.
I'm just gonna lightly,
You're crushing those spices
Just lightly.
freshly.
not too much actually, just
Keep it coarse.
very cool. Some of them mostly whole.
Okay. Wow.
Goes in. And I add some of the green Sichuan
Oh,
pepper.
nice. Okay.
So that goes in.
Oh, man. Chilies go in. Garlic. Nice. Scallions.
Salt and pepper spice mix.
Okay. Smells unbelievable. White pepper, black pepper, Sichuan green pepper. Those are the three peppers?
Those are the three peppers.
And he just whips that up in the wok, raging hot fire, just bringing out the fragrance. That smells incredible.
Few of these.
Oh, man.
And then I like to eat it with a bit of lemon.
Oh, yeah.
That's the salt and pepper bodies with three
Amazing.
peppercorns. Ifu noodles. They only take
Okay.
about 15, 20 seconds.
Okay.
So he's gonna blanch them for me. I've got some butter. A little bit of oil. Garlic. A bit of ginger.
That literally is cheese, head cheese. Looks like shredded carrots almost.
So you can see that protein setting, almost
yeah.
like scrambled eggs.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so just gotta break it up a little bit. It's like a dried shrimp, dried scallop and ham.
All right.
Kombu extract. Nice. That's it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna braise the sauce.
Oh, nice.
The noodles are just gonna suck up all that flavor.
You're gonna absorb that flavor.
Yeah.
That's gonna thicken it a little bit.
It's gonna help it all stick together. Then I'm just gonna add some cookie wine, a little bit of sesame oil.
That smells unbelievable. Tasmanian giant king crab, 3 ways. Chef Dan. Oh, that was incredible.
I can't wait to eat it with you.
Yes.
Here we are, king mud crab soup,
Thank you. Salt and pepper.
salt and pepper.
Crab head noodles.
Crab head noodles. Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Dan, that was
all good. My pleasure.
such a cool experience to get the crab fresh and then to see Dan in the zone, working in the kitchen. Just, yeah, you can just see how passionate you are and just how knowledgeable you are about the ingredients. And yeah, so it all comes down. This entire table is just one crab.
I personally think you need to begin with the steamed crab because that is the true essence of the crab flavor, the sweetness. You need to have the claw, the big one.
Okay, okay.
your first time.
Well, we need to share it, actually. It's a sharing claw, it's that big.
This won't be big enough, the rice bowl, to put it in. I'll just put,
Look at
there
that.
you go.
It takes up an entire tray. Look at the, just compare this to your face. It's the size, it's a thigh-sized claw. That is unbelievable.
And it's crazy to think that's not even the largest. Like that's just
Yeah,
a normal
this is just a normal sized
for that
giant
for
crab.
that type of crab, yeah.
I think we need teamwork on this claw. Let's do it together.
All right.
So we kind of open
Look
it
at
up.
that. Look at the meat that just
And look how thick that shell is.
there. There you go. That's for you, mate. That is that
It's so big. Juice,
juice.
the juice, the steaming liquid. This, okay.
Ginger leeks. Sorry.
Okay. Cheers. Chef
Cheers,
Dan.
man. Cheers.
Oh, wow. That's the greatest single bite of crab I've ever had in my life.
You would think that a crab this big wouldn't be sweet, or you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be.
Yeah, sometimes the smaller things
Yeah.
are better than the bigger things, but nope.
And just those strands, those thick strands that you can only get from a big crab, you know, like
Unbelievable. You could actually you could push it in your fingers and you would just feel like strings of crab. Oh, that's the most satisfying single bite of crab I've ever taken in my life. You know how sometimes on mud crabs you can feel the strandiness, the stringiness of it. This is just like that same texture, but 10 times more. And it's so sweet. And I love the style that you prepared it with. Steaming, and then the sauce is not overpowering at all. Yeah, it's not covering up the natural flavor, the sweetness of the crab at all. This is the body section plus the legs and a mountain of aromatic. It's so aromatic. Oh, you need to cup it so all the toppings don't fall off. And some lemon.
a little bit of lemon.
Oh, man. I love all those chunky peppercorns. The white pepper, the black pepper, the green Sichuan pepper. Oh, that's so fragrant. Oh, but if you can see underneath there, it's just loaded with meat. Oh. Unbelievable.
Oh man,
so sweet, so
I'm in
flaky.
heaven. I'm in heaven.
Look, you can just stick your finger in and grab just fistfuls of crab. Whoa. I might have overdone it with the Sichuan pepper. Wow. That's powerful. Took a huge bite of that green Sichuan pepper. I'm just almost slightly
You got any feeling
slightly
left?
euphoric after that, yeah. I mean, it's so much pepper, but it's still not overpowering the flavor of the crab itself. The crab
Thank
is
you.
still shining through with the sweetness. Just
you.
the perfect amount of seasoning, not overly salty, perfectly seasoned so the natural product just shines and it's just enhanced, taken to the next level. So how did you get started cooking, Chef Dan?
So my mum, I grew up in a family restaurant. So my mum had 3 restaurants.
Here in Sydney?
Yeah,
Okay.
Vietnamese restaurants.
Okay.
So, you know, I was never really good in high school. So my mum suggested I become a chef.
Okay.
But I never wanted to work in her restaurant, like as a chef. So I was a waiter and a kitchen hand in her restaurant. And then once I finished school, my mum suggested I become a chef because I wasn't smart enough to get into university. You know?
So it was something that you
I
decided
felt
to pick up and-
that's right. I was never like, oh, I want to be a chef since I was like a young boy or anything.
Okay.
It's just something I found that I was good at, so I just stuck to it.
Let's try dish number 3. So those noodles have just absorbed all of that sauce with that head tamale. Oh, wow. It's so rich and creamy. Oh man. There's no cream in it, just
A little bit of butter.
straight up.
But
That's all coming from the head butter. The head juices. And it's really clean tasting too. And I think also all 3 of the dishes just complement each other so well. So giant Tasmanian king crab cooked 3 ways. All 3 of the dishes are just different and highlight each part of the crab. Man, I mean, it almost looks like cheese. It almost looks like the greatest noodles and cheese you've ever had in your life, all from the crab. Dalmane bugs, can I serve you one of these? Thank you. It's a great idea. Dip in the juice. Wow. The sweetness, the texture.
Yeah.
Amazing. And that is similar to a slipper lobster?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, it's a type of slipper lobster probably.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It almost is a combination or like feels almost like a cross between a lobster and a shrimp. Like kind of like in between that texture and flavor, sort of.
A whole roasted duck, duck juice and plum sauce.
Wow.
And we have a mapo tofu for you here.
Wow.
The aftermath.
One more dish here.
We have honey glazed sauce with toothfish, pickled ginger, and pickled radish.
Wow.
So this is my version of like char siu fish.
Oh,
Yeah, so I use a Glacier 51 toothfish, which is the only sustainable toothfish in the world.
Going in for a piece of that duck. I'm gonna try dip it into the sauce below, and then the next bite we can go into the plum sauce.